Living on Mars. What would life be like on the red planet? Have you ever dreamed of leaving Earth behind and starting fresh on another world? Mars, the fourth rock from the Sun, has captured humanity's imagination for decades as our most likely second home. But what would daily life actually look like on the red planet? Let's explore the extraordinary challenges and fascinating possibilities that would define human existence on Mars. The journey and distance. Getting to Mars is no simple feat. The distance between Earth and Mars varies dramatically depending on planetary positions, from as close as 56 million kilometers to as far as 401 million kilometers apart. Even using the fastest spacecraft ever launched from Earth, the journey would take anywhere from 40 days to 9.5 months. Most mission planners estimate human trips would take around 7 months, similar to the time it took NASA's Perseverance rover to reach Mars. The Martian environment. Mars presents an environment unlike anything humans have experienced. The planet's atmosphere is incredibly thin, only about 0.6% of Earth's atmospheric pressure, and consists of 95% carbon dioxide, with virtually no breathable oxygen. Without a protective magnetic field like Earth's, Mars is constantly bombarded by dangerous solar radiation. Radiation levels on the Martian surface are about 2.5 times higher than those experienced by astronauts on the International Space Station. Temperature extremes on Mars are severe. While summer days might reach a relatively comfortable 70 degrees Fahrenheit or 20 degrees Celsius, temperatures can plummet to minus 225 degrees Fahrenheit during winter, with the poles experiencing temperatures as low as minus 190 degrees Fahrenheit. These dramatic temperature swings can occur within a single week. Surviving the Martian day. A Martian day, called a sol, lasts 24 hours and 39 minutes, just 40 minutes longer than an Earth day. However, a Martian year is nearly twice as long as Earth's, lasting 687 Earth days. The seasons are also unequal in length due to Mars' elliptical orbit, with northern spring lasting 193 sols, or 29% of the year, compared to northern winter's 154 sols, or 23% of the year. Housing and shelter. Living on the Martian surface would require substantial protection from radiation and the harsh environment. Most colonists would likely live underground or in heavily shielded habitats to avoid the constant bombardment of cosmic rays and solar radiation. These shelters would need to be pressurized and equipped with sophisticated life support systems to maintain breathable air and comfortable temperatures. Inflatable pressurized buildings might serve as surface structures, but the underground option offers better protection from radiation, temperature extremes, and the frequent dust storms that can engulf the entire planet for months at a time. Breathing and oxygen production. Creating breathable air would be one of the most critical challenges. NASA's MOXIE, Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment, has already demonstrated that oxygen can be extracted from Mars's carbon dioxide-rich atmosphere. This technology would need to be scaled up dramatically. Future oxygen generators need to be about 100 times larger than MOXIE to support human missions. Food production and agriculture. Growing food on Mars would require innovative approaches since there's no fertile soil and no running water on the surface. Colonists would likely use hydroponic systems, cultivating crops and nutrient solutions without soil. Recent experiments have shown promising results with intercropping techniques, where different crops are grown together in simulated Martian soil, resulting in doubled tomato production compared to growing crops individually. However, Mars colonies would initially only be able to produce about 20% of their required food, with the remaining 80% needing to be shipped from Earth in dried form. The lack of fresh meat would mean a primarily vegetarian diet, supplemented by dried proteins. Water resources. Mars holds vast reserves of water ice beneath its surface. Scientists have discovered underground deposits containing as much water as Lake Superior, about 3 quadrillion gallons, in regions like Utopia Planitia. These deposits, ranging from 260 to 560 feet thick and composed of 50 to 85% water ice, would be crucial resources for future colonists. Health and physical challenges. Living in Mars' reduced gravity, about 38% of Earth's, would have significant long-term effects on the human body. Studies suggest that colonists would experience bone density loss, muscle atrophy, and cardiovascular changes similar to, but potentially less severe than, those experienced in zero gravity. The reduced gravity might initially feel like a vacation from physical effort, but over time, people born on Mars might become physically unable to return to Earth's stronger gravitational pull. Protection from the environment. Venturing outside habitats would require advanced spacesuits, designed not just for pressure protection, but also radiation shielding and thermal regulation. The suits would need to compensate for Mars's near-absent atmospheric pressure while protecting against temperature extremes and the fine toxic dust that covers the planet. Dust storms and weather. Mars experiences frequent dust storms, with planet-wide storms occurring approximately every 3 years. These storms can last from 1 to 6 months and reduce solar panel efficiency by up to 60% on average, with some severe storms reducing illumination to just 1% of normal levels for up to 3 months. This would significantly impact any solar-powered infrastructure and require robust energy storage system. The path to terraforming. The ultimate goal for many Mars colonization advocates is terraforming, transforming Mars into an Earth-like world. This process would involve several phases over potentially thousands of years. The first phase would focus on warming the planet and thickening the atmosphere by releasing carbon dioxide from polar ice caps and underground deposits. Initial terraforming efforts might involve importing ammonia ice from other planetary atmospheres to heat Mars and convert dry ice at the poles into gas, creating a thicker atmosphere. Over hundreds of years, this could lead to the formation of water vapor, eventually resulting in rain and snow on Mars. The complete terraforming process, including the development of a breathable oxygen atmosphere, could take anywhere from 1,000 to 100,000 years, depending on the technologies developed.
The reality of Martian life.
Life on Mars would be fundamentally different from Earth. Colonists would spend most of their time in controlled environments, venturing outside only when necessary and always in protective gear. The psychological challenges of living in such a confined, harsh environment, combined with the knowledge that Earth is months away, would require careful consideration and preparation. The reduced gravity would mean learning to walk differently, and the longer days would require adjustment to new circadian rhythms. The lack of familiar Earth flora and fauna would create a sterile environment that might impact mental health and the development of normal immune systems in children born on Mars. Despite these challenges, Mars colonization represents one of humanity's most ambitious goals. The combination of technological innovation, human adaptation, and perhaps eventual terraforming could transform Mars from a hostile desert world into humanity's second home. Whether this vision becomes reality depends on our ability to solve the myriad technical, biological, and social challenges that life on the red planet would present. The dream of living on Mars captures our imagination because it represents the ultimate frontier, a chance to become a truly spacefaring species. While the challenges are immense, each step forward in space technology and our understanding of Mars brings us closer to making this extraordinary vision a reality.